Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good God Almighty. It's JJ Hill Dodger here. I'm your host, and unfortunately your pilot this afternoon. Well, whatever your time zone is. And I'm going to do a carrier case 3 approach, or case 1 approach, I'm sorry. Something you should know about this approach is that I just came back from a totally successful bombing run, and I used up most of my fuel during it, so I don't have enough fuel to set up for an appropriate landing. So I'm going to do what I do best, which is just crater this aircraft onto that deck. So I'm going to be narrating this for you a little bit, so let's see what I do. So right there I'm setting my altimeter to 29.903, and I'm communicating with the tower to let them know that I'm inbound, to brace the deck and get the crash grid ready. Just kidding, seriously. So there's the carrier there at about 3 o'clock. You can just barely make out. So we're about 5 miles away, or just inside that. So I'm cutting here to try and bleed off some airspeed so I can drop my arresting hook there. And we're down around 300 knots. So just a moment, we should be dropping our landing gear right there, and then lowering the flaps so we can fly at slower speeds. And we're starting our turn in here to line up with the carrier deck runway. And we'll go ahead and shut the HMD off because we don't need it. So we're at 2,300 feet, so we are a little bit high for this distance. And I'm trying to get the nose lined up and get the airspeed correct so that I can just kind of float / drop down. And the indicator to the left of the HUD should have a donut or a ball indicator. That's what I'm trying to do, but I probably should focus more on my airspeed because I'm about to stall the aircraft and I'm still way too high. If you're in California, that wouldn't be a problem, but if you're trying to land an F-18, it sure is. So there's our glide slope indicator, and we're not even close to on it, so no big deal. But we're getting close. Now we're dropping altitude. We're getting a little bit low. Airspeed's way too low. Nose up, buddy. Nose up. Give it some power. There you go. So keep the airspeed right about there. There we go. That looks pretty decent. And when our airspeed just dropped a little bit too low, way too low. Give it some power, give it some way too much power. We're way too high. I should wave off, but I don't have the gas. Go into glider mode, and somehow we catch a wire in a piece of the deck. And that is a great way to destroy the landing gear on a multi-million-dollar piece of taxpayer equipment. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is how it's done.
Like a glove.